Hello everyone, welcome once again to another video from Tiju's Academy. I am Stanley here and today I'm going to share with you a few tricks to crack your IELTS speaking test. Let's get started. Try to be talkative, not smart. During the exam, we may have the tendency to deliberately give complex answers or complicated vocabulary, but this is not needed. The examiner is not going to assess how smart you are. Rather, they want to see how talkative you can be. So try to be a bit chatty. Don't be too formal. The IELTS speaking test is an informal exam, and just like the IELTS writing, it is allowed to use informal speech and it is completely fine. Just remember to be respectful to your examiner and try not to use any slangs or phrases as though you were talking to a very close friend. Remember that you are not attempting an academic exam. Try not to add in some controversial topics, just speak freely and informally. Don't speak too fast. In order for you to get a good band score, you need to show the examiner that you can speak freely on any topic. It may be difficult sometimes to speak on certain topics, so maintain an even pace. Try to speak slowly from the very beginning. Let's say that you have been asked your name. You should say, "My name is Stanley and I come from Kerala, which is in the southern part of India." Here, as you must have noticed, I spoke in a very slow pace. This not only helps you to think as you speak, but it also helps the examiner to understand each and every word that you speak. It also helps with your pronunciation. So speak slowly. The examiner may interrupt you. Be prepared because the examiner can ask you any question at any time. Let me share with you my personal experience. There was this one time when I went for the IELTS speaking test and the examiner invited me into the room. She said, "Please be seated. What is your name? And can you please give me your passport?" So as I started introducing myself, I was asked my passport. This felt a little rude and unpleasant in my opinion. However, I handed over the passport and the exam went pretty well. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the examiner can interrupt you at any point of time. So be well prepared for this. Give open answers. This is important, especially in the part 1 of your IELTS speaking test. They can ask you any question of any sort. The question that was asked to me was, "What do you think about your voice? Is it a good voice? Do you like it?" I was confused, obviously. Well, I would have answered by saying, "I don't know, I guess." Well, this is a wrong way of answering. Be open towards the conversation and say, "Well, I haven't really thought about it. I guess I like my voice." There was this other time where my friend was asked during the IELTS speaking test about another question which has already been asked. Here the examiner had already repeated this question. Well, repeated questions are possible and they have a slot of answers to ask to you. So be prepared for all these questions and answer more openly. So for the IELTS speaking test, you need to be prepared, and be prepared. As I mentioned earlier, any sort of questions can be asked at any point of time during your IELTS speaking test. So you need to understand how to do this, and that's why I've given you these tricks. Practice these tricks in front of the mirror at home and you will be able to answer each and every question in the IELTS speaking test. That's it for today, guys. I hope you have a good day. See you all in the next video. Thank you.